Hello and welcome to Lauriceskitchen Kitchen. It's time for another dessert from my past. Today, I'm making Ambrosia Pie. This is a raw egg whipped custard dessert. And while the name and taste are unbelievably decadent, it's pretty easy to put together. So let's see what we're gonna need. This dessert is made in a couple of very easy steps. To start, we need 1 envelope of unflavored gelatin. This I'm sprinkling over a 1/4 cup of cold milk, and I have a cup of hot milk. We're gonna let the gelatin soften for 1 minute. I'm just sprinkling this evenly over the top. Okay, you can see how much this has changed. We have a cup of hot milk. I don't know how hot this is. It's probably about 160 or 170 degrees. We just need it hot enough to dissolve all this gelatin. Now that this is completely dissolved, we can set it aside and work on the egg portion. For that, I've got 3 egg yolks. Now we will not be using the whites for this recipe, so you'll have to find another use. I also have a teaspoon of vanilla, 2/3 of a cup of white sugar, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is getting mixed using a hand mixer. Now I tried hand beating it with a whisk and I just could not get enough air in there. So this is going in a mixing bowl. We just add in everything together. Okay, you can see how light and lemony this has become. Now we're going to add in our hot milk. This I'm going to add on speed 1 until it's fully incorporated. Okay, we're trying to make sure that all that sugar is dissolved. This is still pretty warm. It's going in my refrigerator to set up for about 50 minutes. We need it to be thick gravy consistency, but we don't want it to be fully gelatinized. This is an 8x8 square pan. Now I'm just covering the bottom and sides with a little bit of parchment paper just so it's safer for the bottom of the pan and cleaner. We may even be able to get it out of the pan, but I don't know. I do need to spray this just a little bit with nonstick cooking spray, and that's just to help the parchment paper stick. So don't spray the uncovered sides. Last, we have our graham cracker crust. For that, I have 11 full sheets of graham crackers, a 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar, and 6 tablespoons of melted butter. First, we need to completely pulverize these graham crackers, and I like to do that in the food processor. So I'm just adding in my 1/4 cup sugar. Gonna mix this around a little bit. And then I'm gonna drizzle in my 6 tablespoons of butter. And all but about a 1/4 cup of this is going down in the bottom. We'll reserve that little bit just for topping. Okay, that we're leaving for the topping. And this is getting firmly pressed into the bottom. This we're just going to set aside until the filling is ready. The last ingredient we need for our whipped custard is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. This we're going to beat to stiff peaks, but we don't want it dry. Now I do have my metal bowl and beaters in the freezer cooling down. Okay, this has been in there for just about an hour. You can see how thick it is. This is just that foamy top. So I'm going to mix everything together and then fold in that whipped cream. I'm doing this in about 3 additions. And again, you don't want to mix it too hard, just fold it over. Once this is fully incorporated, it's going into that graham cracker crust. And now we're just adding the remaining graham cracker crust on the top here. This is getting covered and refrigerated overnight. We're getting ready to cut a piece out of here, and you can see, yes, it's still a little bit jiggly, but it has set up. Now we're not going to lift it out with this because we'll just crack the bottom crust. So let's see if we can release the sides here. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this into 9 pieces. Okay, this actually has set up quite well. I'm going to see if I can get this out of here. And if it's going to break because I already cut it, it should break along the cut lines. Okay, let me see if I can scoop this out. Jilly, you want to help me here? Okay, I'm going to have Jilly help. Here, just stick the end down in here. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, that came out very cleanly. In my youth, this was just always served out of the pan, and it was messy until you got through the first slice. This dessert is essentially a whipped custard. It does have raw egg yolks in it, so it's served cold and needs to stay cold, so all of your leftovers need to go in the fridge. Now I actually have no idea how long this pie will last because it's never lasted more than 2 days in our house. Let's give this a taste. I know it's so light and creamy. Oh my heavens. Pure ambrosia. All right, let's see if we can even get one of these out of here clean. There is no way this is coming out of here cleanly. Thank you for visiting Laurice's Kitchen. If you enjoyed this video, give the like button a click and don't forget to leave a comment. We're always happy to hear from you. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and don't keep us a secret. Share our videos with your friends and family. You can follow us on Facebook for behind-the-scenes pics and videos, and on Twitter for upcoming videos and the random cat picture.